we are in constant contact with this nuclear power plant, and in general with the Ukrainian regulators and the entire nuclear community writ large in that country. When it comes to this facility, as you know, and most of your audience I think too as well, in the course of the night there was a hit of a projectile on one building. An administrative building, is a training center actually, which is located within the site of the nuclear power plant in Zaporizhzhia, where no less than 6 reactors are located. No reactor was affected by this, luckily, but a fire ensued in this administrative building, which is adjacent, if you want, a few hundred meters from the actual reactors. And then, after some efforts, the fire brigade of the plant was able to put it down. Needless to say, the compromise of the integrity, the physical integrity of a nuclear power plant is a very, very serious thing, because you could have a far more complicated scenario in case of a target or a nuclear reactor being targeted and affected, with possibilities of a nuclear accident and releases of radioactive material. This is not what happened, but emphasizes the unprecedented nature of what we are seeing, because we are seeing military operations in a country that has a very important, a very large nuclear sector, with 15 reactors located in 4 sites, and many more facilities dealing with the nuclear fuel cycle, laboratories, waste storage, ponds and facilities. So to have these operations, this use of force and exchange of fire in the vicinity of these places is extremely dangerous. We are, of course, in contact with the Ukrainians, and this morning I announced my availability and my disposition to travel immediately to the Ukraine, in consultation, of course, with the Ukrainian authorities and also with the Russian forces, because it is a fact of life that they are there, to try to have a stronger framework to protect the safety and the security of these facilities, the one that was stricken and the other ones.
And obviously the Ukrainians would welcome your intervention, but have you had any response from the Russian authorities yet for your offer?
Both sides are considering it. As you can imagine, apart from the substance and the nuclear safety and security specific issues that are related, what are we going to be looking at after, what are the kinds of things that should be done, what are the commitments that we had to ensure. There is a logistical aspect, because this is a zone of conflict, of course in disputed areas, so one should look at that as well. But of course that doesn't deter me, that doesn't deter the IAEA from providing assistance. You know, I believe that assistance is more than making speeches or shooting tweeters. So we have to assist and we have to help when the going gets rough. And this is what we are intending to do at this moment.
And what do you know about who is in control? Are the Ukrainians still in actual control of the running of the power station, as far as you're aware?
In this case, there is a peculiar, I would say, situation, because the nuclear power plant and the reactors and the installations as such are run by the local staff, by the people who normally run the operation here and in Chernobyl and in the others as well. But in this case, in this particular case, and also in the case of Chernobyl, the Russian forces have taken command of the place, which doesn't mean they are manning, they are running the operation, but they are in charge. They are controlling the access, they are securing the place. Basically, they are in charge. But when it comes to the operation, operations, it's still the Ukrainians. This is why I say it is a very tense sort of situation, and one that certainly cannot last for too long.
Okay, oh, it certainly is tense. Rafael Mariano Grossi, really good to talk to you. Thank you very much for giving your time to Sky News today.